Okay, so the next one, what we're going to do is pretend that we want to add in a privacy screening bed along this entire fence line. So the customer's told you privacy is a big deal and they want everything blocked. So we're going to price in a bed that's approximately 5 feet deep and along the entire length, and here's how I would do it. I would start here in the corner and I would just pace the distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I can't get a clear shot really close to the fence line, so I want to pull out a little bit to where I get a clear shot all the way down because of these large bushes that are here. The big deal is to walk straight and not some wobbly line. And then what we really want to do too is to walk more in the middle of the bed and not necessarily the front. So 3, 4, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 44 steps, paces is what we have, times the 5 feet. So take my 44, multiply that times 2.5. That'll give me my overall length of bed. And then I need to multiply that times 5 because I'm just going to make it 5 feet deep all the way down. We're going to keep this nice and simple. Then we can place in large shrubs. These are going to be 30-gallon shrubs. These guys can be 6 feet on center. Since I know my overall length, I can just take that then and divide that by 6. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll repeat it just in case. My overall length, it was 44 steps times the 2.5. Let's just round, anyway, the math is there. 44 steps times 2.5 gives me my overall length. We're going to divide that by 6 because we want to do a bush every 6 feet. The only difference is that there are some trees in here. So we need to make sure we take that into consideration. So divide that by 6 and we add one more. Add 6, divide it by 6 and add one more to make sure that we have one on the end. It'll make sense once you do the math. Then we need to go ahead and take out one bush for each one of the large trees that we're going to keep because of this situation here. So we're going to place the trees evenly around these, the bushes around these trees. So we're going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to keep that large crepe myrtle there, and we're going to keep that large oak there, and we're going to keep that there. So that's the big magnolia in the corner. So we're going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And take out 6 large shrubs out of the total that we're doing there. We should be good. So that'll give us our quantity of shrubs. And then we need to figure out irrigation. We need to make sure that we have enough zones in here. If we're only doing large shrubs for privacy, we can actually do bubblers and get away with one zone for the entire thing. If we do small shrubs in front, then we might as well do pop-ups or drip. With pop-ups, we would need 2 zones to cover this amount of area. You can take this area and divide it by 1,250, the total square footage of the beds. Divide it by 1,250, and that will tell you if you need 1 zone or 2. Then you have to take into consideration if there's existing irrigation moving however many zones are in this area. So I know after turning on the system, there's a zone over here and there's a zone along there. So we need to charge an additional 2 zone adjustments to adjust the existing zones and bring them in. Then we need to also make sure that we charge to rip out the existing shrubs. We have one large shrub in the corner here, another large shrub there, and a large shrub here. So we've got a total of 1, 2, 3 large shrubs, 1 medium one. These small ones here, we can get away with probably just saying there's like 5 or 6 small ones. I don't want you to count each one of these little grasses as a small one. So this here will probably take the guys about 10 minutes to rip up. We'll charge them for 5 small shrubs to rip up this area here. Then we're also going to pull out this crepe myrtle and this other crepe myrtle. I would go ahead and double your large shrub since this is a small tree. Our guys should be able to. These particular trees have pretty small root systems. That'll come with experience whether or not you know if a crepe myrtle has a big root system or a small one. So taking out this one and that one shouldn't take the guys more than a couple hours to pull out. What you're looking for is how long it takes to remove. We want $50 a man hour per hour to remove plant material. And I would say that if I put 2 guys on these 2 guys here, it shouldn't take them more than a total of, say, 4 man hours to rip it up, cut it up, and put it in the trailer. Now, don't try to guesstimate this until you've actually seen the guys working, you know experience, until you have something relative to base it on. So what I'm telling you is a small tree like this, double the large shrub price, and you should be good there. You'll need to also make sure you estimate in a disposal fee, and we're going to have a delivery fee for the soils, a delivery fee for the plants, and I think that's everything. So that should cover it. I'm going to show you a total list of how I came up with this estimate, and you should be able to present that to the customer right there and close that job right there on the spot. Good job.